Hello and welcome to another episode of Under Review, where we look at all the latest and greatest games to release for majority of all the consoles. This week we are looking at the Team Ninja release of Dead or Alive 6. Now to some, Dead or Alive has been known as one of two things. It's physics and sexiness, and its fighting mechanics. Now Dead or Alive 6 is here now to remind all of us why it was known as one of the better fighting game franchises out there on the market. To me, this series has always set itself apart simply because of its simple mechanics, easy to pick up and play, and its, well, overuse of physics to make certain attributes stand out. In a really ridiculous way, I may add, but overall, it has always been a good fighting game nonetheless. Now, in this day and age, the overusage of game physics really revealing costumes can lead some to turn away pretty quickly. But thankfully for those of you who do not wish to see any of these things, they can be turned off in the game settings. As well as some of the game's violence can be turned off. Now I will say, if you're one of those who has no idea what Dead or Alive is, have never seen it before or played it, this is nothing like Mortal Kombat in the way of blood and gore, even with the violence left on. We also get a couple of new characters along the way. And a few more coming by the way of future DLC, which, I may add, is a whopping $92. What in the world are they thinking about? But that's like a whole nother topic in and of itself. Now, Dead or Alive 6 does offer a pretty detailed story mode. A 3 to 4 hour ordeal that will have you going from the game's many cutscenes and battles, and will get you well acquainted with the variety of characters, and gives you a bit more of their story, more so than previous entries. It is a narrative that does leapfrog from one character to the next as you progress. Now, what you find out about some of these characters may actually lead you to play as them in the arcade mode or as your go-to fighter. Diego was that character for me, actually. And thinking about it now, they actually gave the characters more detail and humanized them more than they have ever done before. Now, to the fighting mechanics. It is actually really easy to put into words. It's simple to pick up and easy to learn. You'll be looking like a combo master in no time due to its simplicity and hold buttons. You use this to grab your enemies and block and counter. Each stage also has environmental hazards, and it's so exciting to see what can happen in each one. You can now see the cuts and bruises on the fighters, which is a new addition, and welcome to the series. Pieces of their costume will start to break and tear, and make them look as though they have actually been in a pretty tough fight. There is a tutorial that will show you how to pick up the sticks and play, and if you're like me, it's easy enough just to kind of learn as you go. But you do have the practice mode to do that, and you have a practice mode now for your combos in the way of the combo tutorials. That's the way to kind of perfect your technique. There is even a new Fatal Rush move that looks dramatic and flashy, all by simply pressing a single button 4 times in a row. It can be countered to be careful, so be careful when you do use it, so it can, like I said, it can be countered, but it does look impressive when pulled off. These are all in the game's offline mode. Now, there is an online mode, and even though it is not really loaded with content, it is fun and runs smooth. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Now, as of this recording, the lobby system has not launched yet. I've heard it's launching sometime in March, maybe April. We don't know as of yet, but as of this recording, it has not launched, which can be a little bit of a bummer, but you can challenge fighters in ranked matches, and that's really about it. Nothing more, nothing less. You fight, rematch, or move on to the next opponent. Now, Dead or Alive 6 is a return to form of what the series has always done best, and no, I'm not talking about the overuse of physics to make things bounce, but the fighting system. Anyone could pick up and play this and have a great time doing it. Everyone can feel like a fighting king and combo master, though you may not want to have your kids play this, even with the options to turn certain things off. That's why it got the M rating. Well, technically it got the M rating because of stuff that's turned on. But even with them turned off, this may be one that you may want to just kind of wait for them to get a little bit older. So for that, we gave Dead or Alive 6 a very impressive 8 out of 10, a return to form for the franchise. It's a welcome addition. It's been a long time since we've seen a new one, and like a new entry into this franchise, and Dead or Alive 6 to us did not disappoint. So that's the reason why we gave it that score. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Please let us know. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, game on.